Bronx, hold on to this moment, because things are heating up. On one side, Trent Grisham, the guy no one ever imagined would receive a qualifying offer from the Yankees, became a headline after an incredible year. 34 home runs, an OPS of 0.811, and a central role in this offseason. The front office decided to put $22 million on the table, but that move split opinions. Even broadcaster Michael Kay criticized it, questioning whether this spending could block other key offseason plans. And on the other side of the diamond comes Kyle Tucker, the star who might be the biggest name of this free agency. After leaving the Houston Astros and spending time with the Cubs, he's back on the Bronx radar in full force. And some believe he could wear the pinstripes for 11 years and $400 million. It's bold, it's expensive, it's Yankees. But what's coming could redefine New York's lineup for future. Two stories, one dilemma. Spend big to win now, or plan carefully to avoid repeating the mistakes of the past. Hit that like button and drop a comment. Yankees Nation, because this is the kind of offseason that separates dreamers from champions. News 1. The season ended with that bittersweet taste. The team fell short, but Trent Grisham was one of the few bright lights shining in the Bronx. When the year began, no one had his name among the untouchables. He was seen as a depth piece, just another guy to fill the roster. But then center field became his territory. He hit with consistency, showed power and confidence, and the final numbers don't lie. 34 home runs, an OPS of 0.811, the best stretch of his career. It was a kind of performance that changes perceptions. Suddenly, the question shifted from will he stay to how will the team keep him? And then came the unthinkable, a qualifying offer worth $22 million for 1 year. A bold move that shook the structure of the offseason. And what came next, no one saw coming. Michael Kay, the historic voice of the Bronx, didn't take long to react. On his show, he was blunt. If you're paying too much for one player, that's money you can't spend elsewhere. His words hit like a warning. Not out of disrespect for Grisham, but out of fear that the team might repeat past mistakes. 1 year deals that block bigger moves. Kay went further. Yes, there is such a thing as a bad 1 year contract if it stops you from doing other things that season. In essence, he summed up the front office's dilemma. Invest in a guy who just had a breakout year, or free up the budget to chase bigger stars. Because if Grisham accepts that offer, he returns as a starting center fielder, and the entire board shifts. Are the Yankees betting on stability or playing it too safe? Behind the scenes, word is the team was caught off guard by the impact of the offer. The ideal plan seemed to be letting him test free agency and receiving draft pick compensation in return. But now, with the possibility that Grisham might actually accept and stay through 2026, the team has to recalibrate from the outfield structure to their free agency priorities. And the fan base reacted cautiously. Some celebrated, seeing in Grisham a symbol of perseverance. Others, more skeptical, recalled similar decisions that backfired in the past. The feeling is mixed. Pride in his performance, but fear the financial ripple effect. And when we zoom out, it's easy to see why this story hit so deep. Grisham represents the human side of baseball, the underestimated player who proved his worth on the field. But the Yankees live under a different standard. Championships, not fairy tales. This qualifying offer shows that the Bronx is still torn between emotion and reason. We've seen this before. Spending for the present and sacrificing the future, or over-planning and watching the dream slip away. In the end, this situation reveals the same conflict that defines every fan in the Bronx, wanting everything and wanting it now. News 2. And now, Yankees Nation, the second bombshell of the offseason. While Trent Grisham's name shakes up the center field conversation, a new giant is circling the Bronx once again. Kyle Tucker, the same Tucker that the Houston Astros tried to trade in the past, who ended up with the Cubs, is now set to become the most coveted free agent on the market. and many believe he's the Yankees' #1 target this winter. The idea? A contract worth 11 years and $400 million. It's the kind of investment only a franchise like New York dares to consider, and one that could completely change the face of the team. But before the excitement sets in, the context is heavy. Because once again, the team must decide between prudence and greatness. MLB trade rumors didn't hesitate. Tucker will reject the qualifying offer and hit free agency, where the Yankees, Dodgers, Blue Jays, and Phillies appear as favorites. The Cubs, his current team, will likely not have the financial strength to keep him. And that's where the Bronx comes into play. Historically, the Yankees have never shied away from massive contracts. It happened with Garrett Cole, 9 years, $324 million. Then with Carlos Rodon, 6 years, $162 million. And more recently with Max Fried, another elite-level deal. But when it comes to hitters, the recent track record isn't so bright. The last major investment in a position player was Jacoby Ellsbury, and every Bronx fan remembers how that turned out, a colossal failure that still echoes through the stands. So the question hanging in the air is inevitable. Do the Yankees have the courage to go all in again on a position player? Behind the scenes, the discussion goes beyond the money. The front office knows Tucker will be an almost perfect fit. A lefty with consistent power, good contact and speed, a natural 30-30 candidate, and someone who could use a short right field porch at Yankee Stadium as a weapon. He's the kind of bat that changes the whole lineup. But there's a catch. Cody Bellinger, the fan favorite, the guy so many want to see back in pinstripes, is the other piece in this puzzle. Keeping Bellinger and signing Tucker would be a dream. Expensive, nearly impossible, but not completely out of reach. Still, everything points to New York having to choose between the two. And that choice isn't just financial. It's symbolic. Because picking Tucker means betting on the future. An 11-year contract. A new face of the franchise. Choosing Bellinger would be a vote of confidence in someone who already knows the way to playing in the Bronx. Between the bleachers and the front office, the atmosphere is pure tension. Fans are divided. Some want Tucker as a new outfield star, while others prefer to stick with what's already working. But what this situation reveals runs deeper. The Yankees are searching for an identity. After years of swinging between massive contracts and bitter disappointments, the Bronx wants to be feared again. And Tucker could be the symbol of that rebirth, the kind of talent that makes Yankees Nation dream again. In the end, the biggest dilemma of this offseason might not be who the team signs, but who the Bronx wants to be from now on. So hold on tight, Yankees Nation. Because what we've seen in these two stories is a perfect snapshot of the Bronx right now, caught between the weight of the past and the hunger for the future. On one side, Trent Grisham, the unlikely hero of 2025, the guy no one expected to receive a qualifying offer and who ended up becoming the centerpiece of the offseason. A reminder that even within the Yankees, there's still room for those who earn everything through grit and hard work. On the other, Kyle Tucker, the expensive dream, the kind of talent that could redefine the lineup and put New York back on top, but at the cost of a massive bet, one worthy of a franchise forever under spotlight and relentless pressure. These two stories meet at a single point: decision. The front office has to choose between caution and risk, between rewarding those already in-house or opening the vault for a new face who could become a legend. And the fans, as always, feel it all, because being a Yankee means living on a roller coaster, celebrating one day, questioning everything the next. But that's what makes the Bronx the Bronx. Here, every offseason is an arena, every rumor an earthquake, and every decision can shape the destiny of an entire generation of fans. The heart of Yankee Stadium beats strong, even when doubt hangs in the air, because that jersey is heavy, and those who are the pinstripes know. In New York, the impossible is just the beginning. Drop a comment. Yankees Nation, does Grisham deserve another shot? Is Tucker worth that astronomical investment? And don't forget to hit that like button to show that the Bronx faithful never sleep, not even in the offseason. Because here, it's fans who speak and who feel everything this team puts us through.